The very fast podcast. Today I am having something. Let me just check really quickly if everything is right there. No, it apparently is not. Hello? Apparently, well, it is. I'm seeing some microphone things going on, so I assume that it is fine. I have been playing around with Unreal for a bit too long now, and it kind of is pissing me off a little tiny bit because I'm wasting my time. But I just really wanted to figure it out, and so I'm willing to show it to you. I really hope, yeah, there it is. This is one part of it. So it's just I was just willing to do something really quick with a bit of foliage, some trees, some grass and whatever. It's really nothing big or huge or whatever, but I just wanted to see what I can do with it. And so here I am, just trying to make the rendering work indeed, because it really was not giving me any good results so far. So I think that I can show you, and I have a feeling that it is stuck. No, it's not Twinmotion. So also not Houdini. Where are we? Unreal? Yeah, there we go. So this is the render. In the preview, it kind of looks quite okay, quite yeah, it is there. The reflections on the water, they're really shitty. I hate them. They are by far not okay. But so this was the first one, and I really am looking forward to seeing whether. Okay, I see. Whether these results are any better, and yes, they are somehow better. Even though I gotta be honest, the ray traced ones, they do not look too good, and it is also not really sharp for what it is, to be honest. So I might get rid of this window again, and we're gonna set it up together. It is actually really not as easy as I thought it'd be to just set up some simple rendering shit. Apparently it is quite the difficult thing, and also in terms of rendering it in ray traced mode. Can you see this now? No, you see nothing. Great. No, there we go. It's so far I know how to set up my camera so that it is somewhat good. I might actually have to no crop advanced. I mean, there are so many fucking settings, and I don't really know where to start there. We're gonna get rid of the whole post-processing things. The tags, I don't really care about them. The activation, neither. It is a bit too bright, to be honest. Focus smoothing. Tracking focus. Focus offset. What if I set this to 2? Is this gonna change anything for me? What if I do it to 50? What if I do it to 0? What if I do it to 1? What if I do this to 20? Well, nothing really changes there. Might be the case because I'm using the wrong thing. So we're gonna get to the first one. I mean, this reflection is shitty as fuck, nothing to say about that. But when we go to ray tracing, it is better, but I don't know what it is. But the exported image of, okay, yeah, it does something. Max 10. Okay, I just actually want to set this to something quite small. and it somehow is really buggy from time to time. So when I set this to 1, nothing apparently happens. You know, first this grass was, can I set this to whatever it was? No, I can't. So I created this 4x5 resolution that is just the normal Instagram resolution. Look at tracking. Okay, that's cool. So I think the film should be fine. The lens, I don't really know when I change something there. Well, it changes something, but once again it does not when I do this. So gonna set this to 30-30, I guess, or 50-50. I think 50-50 looks actually quite nicer. The focus settings, tracking focus. Okay, that is interesting. The sphere. Current focal length 50, aperture 5. So what if we set that to 50? Now everything is apparently in focus. On 2 or 4 it is not. I mean, there is the possibility for me to use a screenshot as it is. It's not really nice, to be honest. What about the post-processing? Maybe reflections, lumen. Can I do this? So this is ray traced now. Maybe it is actually indeed about the post-processing shit there. Lumen reflection, ray tracing reflection. I would like to method none. I would like to have those ray tracing reflections, to be honest. Screen space. Does this change when I'm... Oh, let's look. When I'm... Yes, it does change. I mean, gotta be honest, this really does not look good. I would like it to be... I mean, screen space looks the best. Screen space really looks the best. And the ray traced, it apparently is just shitty. Or do I have to just change something about that? Hard shadows disabled. I mean, I don't know. I think for now I'm just gonna leave it at screen space. Because for some reason, rendering features, post-processing materials, no, I actually don't. Ray tracing translucity. Do I have to, you know, add something so that it looks good? I don't know. Depth of field, high quality. Do I have to enable that? Film. I mean, there is some shit that I can really change there. What if I just... Do I need this? Do I need it? I mean, that'll look good, I guess. Maybe it's also because of this fucking post-processing volume. I don't really know if I need it, to be honest. I also don't really like the fog. Exponential height fog. I mean, maybe it's just also way too dense. But we could definitely also turn that off and work with that, but I found it to be... Maybe it's also because I have enabled it to be volumetric. I mean, it really does not matter, to be honest. It looks way better without it. Maybe also this is the problem. I don't know. I really don't. No, maybe let's just leave it aside, because there everything looks actually kind of good. Maybe I actually want to have a shot of those. Maybe something like this, and that one is nice as it is. So, but when we're setting it to lit, it is also really quite good. It also doesn't really add too much there. I mean, in the lit version, it really is good. But when we move to ray tracing again, well, it actually doesn't really matter. So I'm gonna just leave it there. Is there something else that we could change? Film global illumination. What if we? But I mean, it is disabled then. It really brutal force disabled. I don't really know about this post-processing shit. Let's actually go back to those. Can you actually see everything? No, you can't. Why can't you? I don't know what it is about having this ray traced. I mean, apparently just, ray tracing things just overrides it, does it? I think so. So what if I go back to lit? I don't know. I really don't. Maybe now it is better for whatever reason. Picture wasn't too sharp either, even though I was trying to just have some really big resolution, as I normally am also doing. So let's maybe actually get back to the movie render. Is there something that I can change? Where have I access to those? Because I would really like to select all and delete them, but also go back to the sequences if that is somewhat possible. Take recorder, takes browser, camera shake preview. I mean, maybe we could also fuck a bit with the sky. Skylight, sky atmosphere. I don't know if this is an HDRI. Skylight, cloud ambient occlusion. Maybe we can also do that. Sky distance. Month, solar time, actor hidden in game. Maybe we're gonna add this post-processing volume. But there's also some film grain indeed. But I don't know about those reflections, to be honest. I really don't know about those reflections. I've seen something about like it having to be a bit higher, but it doesn't change much. Maybe this is just in process, in post-process, because it is a post-process volume. So we're gonna just leave it at it. I think there are the clouds. What I want to do to the clouds is just something. Physics. No, I just really wanna. Layer height. I mean, there they look decent, I would say. I gotta be honest, the lit is not that worse than the other one. It really is good. Maybe that's also why people are using fucking Unreal Engine for everything. That is strange. And there I think we could... okay. It might be... What if... Well, it really does something, does it? Oh, I've turned it off actually. Perspective. I mean, there in the background it's kind of shitty for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of the clouds that I've just changed. Planet radius. Okay, cool. Now I don't like the clouds anymore. Great. There is something going on in the back there. There we go. Cloud tracing rendering visible? I want them to be visible. Well, I really don't know, so maybe I want them to be down there. I think I actually don't want them to be down there. Something like this. Yeah, something like this, I guess, is fine. We're gonna leave the post-processing shit away, and I think that we are gonna go back to this, run it, set it to 2160 by 2700. We're gonna set this to where I actually want it to be. Set this to ultra, the one that I've created before. Movie resolution, overrides temporal, override tile count, no. Override movie resolution, I think so. Override output folder. Well, I think that this should be fine, and now we have created it for this window there, and I really have to speed up, man, fuck. And I have enabled the path tracing there. Maybe, no, I probably don't have to. Custom frame rate. This should, I think, be fine. Also the resolution is really fine. Versioning. There I also have high resolution. I don't know what this does. Overlap ratio. Okay, tile count. Can I? How many tiles should the resulting movie render be broken into? A tile should not be larger than the maximum texture resolution. Requires at least one tile. Tiling is applied evenly to both. Blah 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 blah. A smaller resolution. More tiles mean more individual passes over the whole scene at a smaller resolution, which may help with GPU timeouts. I mean, I want a high resolution. Game overrides. I also don't really know about those game overrides. I also don't really know about the path tracing. I'd like to just, you know, set the samples, but I don't know where. Anti-aliasing is just maybe I don't actually need it. Do I? Shadow radius, game overrides. Well, I really don't know. The inquiry to use a high detail texture when it would normally use a lower detail texture due to the size of texture screen. A more negative number means overall sharper images. Too much sharpness will cause visual grain noise. Maybe I just, Google high resolution Unreal. Let's see. Oh, there are actually way more settings. Do you see something? No. High resolution settings enable the user of tiled renders to produce larger images without being constrained by maximum texture size or memory limits. I see. I mean, there's everything just, really lined out. What is Burning Nails? Adding custom watermarks? No, I don't need that. Number of samples used to produce the final render. There are two types of sampling that controls the number of samples. So I would need to have fucking anti-aliasing. Maybe we're gonna set this to 32 then. Maybe this does something good, and we're also setting the tile to 4. Oh, this will render 16 tiles, blah 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 blah. Tiles and support all rendering features. Does not. I think I'm gonna leave it at 1 then. If I'm getting just some shit output there, then well, I don't know. I think that I'm gonna end the episode there. I mean, you have had a bit of a look into this, and